All right, we're going to get started. So, good morning. I'm Clyde with PT3D, and today I'm going to hopefully wrap up some of the Launchmaster 2000. So, let's do that. So, I'm going to adjust the camera, bring it here. I got the chat open so I can see anybody that has questions. And pardon the mess, we're going to have to clean because it is filthy in here. First thing I got to do is take the guts out of this thing. The case is just for show, and ease of convenience, just so you can see how this works. And I'll explain what I'm getting ready to do next. We have the key. This is for the activation. So this turns the power on. And then right now the E-stop's engaged. So we'll pop the E-stop off. Each one of these switches primes the launch. This is a momentary switch. And then the only difference is that on the third launch, it also has the voltage reading. So my intent is to actually wire all of these momentary switches. So when activated, it will actually send a voltage reading. So I know how much voltage is going to the actual launch console or to the launch pad. I may actually, I don't know. I haven't firmed that up yet. This is important because I need to know how many voltage or how much voltage I'm pushing to the actual rockets for the motors. So right now this is the setup I have, and so yeah, hopefully. And this is 3D printed. This is cut PVC, which is a little bit I did this with like a razor knife and I accidentally skipped it, so I'll try to fill that in at some point. E-stop and everything. All of this stuff, switch-wise, was purchased on Amazon, including the foam or the PVC. And I just dropped my connector. What I'm going to do today is I've got to mount these connectors in place. So this part right here is the end that gets soldered. So I need to drill some holes. Basically, this is going to be on the outside of the case, on the back. So I'll show you that in a second. And that is going to allow us to do what we need to do. So how did I wire this? Well, a little trial and error. The momentary switches have a few different options for them. You can do the normally open, you can do normally closed. Obviously, for reasons of using a momentary switch in this particular configuration, the normally open is the preferred. I gotta find my other cover. I don't know what I did with it, so I will find that in a moment. I'm sure I have one down here somewhere. Here it is. So these covers are actually really nice, and I don't think I can use them because I don't think I have enough clearance. So we are going to pass on that because I had to put washers in on these terminals to actually hold them in place so they wouldn't bounce around in the case. The idea is to try and keep this quiet when you're walking around with it, so it's not rattling. So I'm not going to be able to put these covers on because of my washers. That was something I should have thought about in advance. This right now is running off of a 9-volt battery. It is possible that I could launch with just the 9-volt battery, but I will be switching this out soon to be used with the those the batteries that you find in the rechargeable emergency light systems. They should fit nicely in my little slot here. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, as you can see, I don't know if you can or not, but we'll move it closer so you can. This is what I would call mains power right here. That's the key switch. That's where these wires go to the battery, and from the battery to the mains. From the mains, it goes down here. You'll notice that there's only a red wire here that just drops the leg when I hit the E-stop in the back. This leg, for whatever reason, did not function. I did have the negative on there, and for whatever reason, it did not work. I haven't taken it apart to try and figure out why it wasn't working, but it wasn't. The E-stop was not secure when I drilled the hole originally, so it would move around. So what I did is I actually took a scrap piece of this PVC board and I hot glued it in place, and then I filled in this gap with hot glue and around the edge of the switch. That way when you release it, it doesn't turn, because this part was kind of trying to switch and shift around a little bit. This is the business end wire. So this blue one is going to be part of the normally open. I just need the black as well, which I have terminal posts right here for. So I'll be able to run these and these to this right here. But for right now, I have to figure out where I want to drill the holes, because the holes are going to be up here because of the way the orientation works on the case. I also have to take a moment to thank all of my Patreons, because, you know, without you, I wouldn't be able to do some of the stuff that I do. Although at this moment, we're still fledgling with the Patreon because we just started. But all Patreon support is absolutely appreciated. This is the foam that came with the case. As you can see, there's little corners that were rounded just for the case. And unfortunately, it is just a little bit too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little bit of the excess off. And once I'm done with that, we'll go back to the drilling part. All right, so that's done. That was easy. And the reason is because I need to be able to fit this in between the two pieces of wood, because there's legs. So where the bottom of the case is, now I'll be able to, you know, fit. You can barely see that. I'll be able to fit this inside. So that was the plan, or that is the plan. And it is now done. So that plan is completed. These are awesome scissors, by the way. They cut carpet, they cut fiberglass, they cut pretty much anything that I wish to cut with them. So now I need to figure out what spacing I want to use. They need to be on this side, and I'm going to put them low. So let's look. I don't think we're really going to have to work too hard on this. I think it's actually going to be pretty straightforward. So we're going to get a Sharpie, which we have right here. And we're going to use this as a straight edge. And we're going to find a good height that we want to use. So I know you can't really see, so that's not helpful. So we're going to just put a line. All right, so we have our line, which is going to give us a ballpark. These are, I don't have my micrometer, my caliper, whatever you want to call them. So I'm going to grab that real quick. Apparently my internet connection is unstable. So that's not good. So we're gonna hopefully wait while we reconnect. I'm gonna try and view the stream from here so I can see what's going on. It's always weird when things like that occur. So let's go in here. Oh, I didn't realize Ricky was streaming right now. So I'm going to have to switch over to Ricky's stream here in a second. Oops. There we go. Internal server error. So I have issues with the chat right now. But I have audio. So I guess that's really all that matters. There we go. Okay, so I've got chat up. I've got stream up. All right, so let's continue. We got to drill some holes. Oh, and I forgot what my number was. So hold on, I got to look and figure out what that was. Looks like we're looking at around 19 millimeters. So I'm gonna take this. I'm going to use this as my reference. So this is 1. And we'll skip the same length, which is going to be problematic, but we can get close. So we'll start the next one here and here. We'll skip, and then we'll do one here and here. So that should give us the clearance we need. Basically, I'm just doing every other slot to try and make that work. Okay, so now we're going to drill the holes. This is a speed bore, and I can't do it from here properly. Well, we can try. Punch the hole through. Well, all right, so that one started, and then we'll go to this one here. And then we'll do this one here. And then what we're going to do, we're going to turn this thing around. So now you can see where my holes are going to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to just kind of use the existing holes that we got. We're going to try and hit this as close to 90 as we can. But we got a hole, so that's all that matters. We got a little bit of schmutz. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Let's try and get this going. Two, and one more. As you can see, I was a little bit too close on that one hole. So these are a little closer than the others, but oh well. This is a project for prototyping, so yeah, no. Not that it's an excuse. I should have been a little bit more careful with my placement of the holes, and I should have used a smaller drill bit as a starter, which I didn't do. Hello, how are you, Don? All right, so this is where we are. So we've got some holes. These are going to fit, but I may end up having to get some slightly larger washer. Yeah, I apologize for the loudness, but I was actually drilling. So if I'm working, I'll make a noise. So we're going to try and fit these in. I think we should be okay fit-wise. But, you know, we may end up having some issues, but, yep, we got some issues. That's all right. We knew we might. So I'm going to have to get some washers for this because this was the only dribble that I had. So, yep, we are going to have to get some washers because we are just way too close on that. Yeah, it is true. I noticed Ricky was on too. I didn't actually realize that because I looked before I started, but then I was in error. Well, anyway, so this is the Launchmaster 2000. And now that I need washers, I guess I can stop the stream because I can't really finish this. Yeah, me too. It'd be really awesome to have a good job, starting right up again. You know what they say, you get bucked off the horse, get back on. So I got bucked off the horse really hard this time around. So I'm working on it. You know, I got to come to grips with the reality of the situation. And we got to look and see if we have any washers before I just say, well, we don't have any washers. I don't have any in that size, it appears. I have a big mess on my floor, which you can't see, but I dumped my tool bag out yesterday because I needed to. So, all right. So that's it for right now. That was kind of anticlimactic, wasn't it? Oh, you know what? I put these on the wrong side too. That's fine. Because these, I need to make sure that I have a ring right there. So it's going to have to be a thin washer because I'm going to have very limited space. But yes, I will have to go to the home of the depot. So for right now, this was a really quick stream just to kind of show you what I was doing and what I'm still doing. And I'm going to get on to Ricky's stream because I really like watching him. So if you don't or are not familiar with Ricky's stream, you can find him at Tanner 3D. So I'm going to head over there now. So you guys have a great day. And maybe I'll do another stream today. I don't know. We'll see. So take care. Love you.